Bruce Howie, Principal Consultant for Sequel. Welcome to the Digital Farm.
It's mine.
Can you tell us about your business, what you do?
Well, look, primarily my business is about the transition of science to the farmers. Really interested in how we actually take the science that we generate in agricultural research and move that through to farmers so that it gets applied in the field. So I'm looking at extension services, and in particular I'm involved in doing professional training, if you like, for people that are at that interface, the extension officers and agronomists and advisors that are looking to take the technology to farmers. But basically, to me, I think extension is about that transition of the science to application. It's about the translation of the science into something that is going to be applicable and people can implement in the field so that they can get the benefits of that research. So we're really talking about information transfer in many ways. But what we're really trying to do is achieve behaviour change and practice change amongst farmers.
I guess in an age where technological change is rapid and ongoing and unrelenting, the transfer of information and of knowledge and actually getting people to adopt new practices is quite critical. Is that the fact?
Well, it is, and you know, we have a lot of pressure on our food production businesses, if you like, and we have wonderful research going on at the other end of the scale in terms of agricultural research in this country, and if we can bring that research through more rapidly and allow farmers to apply new ideas and new practices that will give them quicker and better returns, then I think that gives our whole agricultural industry a big advantage.
The other change, that, of course, that's been going on is what's happened to the extension services, if you like, that traditionally resided within government agencies. So can you give us a thumbnail of where it's going with government versus private sector agronomists, for example?
Well, I think with what's been happening with the changes in the public sector extension services, it does put a lot more pressure on the commercial agronomists and consultants, if you like, to pick up that mantle and deliver the science to farmers. And I think one of the challenges that we have in that is to really understand that extension is not just information delivery, it's really a people business. It's really understanding people and being able to work with people so that the ideas that we have coming out of research can align with the motivations and the values, if you like, of the people that we're working with. So the whole thing is quite challenging as we transition.
So your natural audience, whether they're working within departments or working for private sector companies, they are almost invariably from a science base. They don't quite get, or they seem to avoid, the touchy-feely stuff of marketing and branding. Can you tell us about the key challenges as you see them for the extension sector?
Look, I think that's very right. You know, people get into a position in whether it be in public sector extension work or in advisory work within the agronomy sector. They get there because of their technical skills and technical competence. And so we've got really good, technically sound people. One of the things that I think people miss out on along the way, however, is to understand the people relationships. And so there's not a real understanding of how important the soft skills are, if you like. So, you know, we can have really good, solid technical information, but unless we know how to connect that with people's values and the way people make decisions, then the technical stuff sometimes goes over the top of people's heads. So we need to really lock people into understanding that they need both a mix of people skills and good, strong technical skills.
Wherever there are challenges, there are also opportunities. What's your view when you run a workshop, for example, for a bunch of agronomists? What are your view? What do you communicate to them about the opportunities that they have to make a change in how information is delivered?
Well, I think what we try to do in the workshops is to point out to people that we can have a very good result, if you like, with those people that we tend to call the early adopters. As long as we present good information and good science to those people that fall into that category, they will respond to it because they tend to be really information hungry people and they soak up everything that we have for them. But the real opportunity that I see is that when we go across to the wider population, these are the people that are not necessarily naturally information seekers, that if we can understand what makes them tick and if we can understand what motivates them and drives them to make decisions, then we can really expand the rate of uptake or increase the rate of uptake of our technology because we're connecting with those people at a level that matters to them.